Hey, Robbins here, founder of technologymarketingtoolkit.com. And today I wanted to cover a question I've been getting a lot lately. Maybe not just lately, but actually it just seems like it's cropping up more, but it's a question I frequently get. And just so you know, whenever we get new clients, we actually take them through a survey process to understand more about their business, what their goals are, what their challenges they're dealing with, where they want to get to. And one of the things we ask on that survey is if you could be talking to Robin privately, what would be one of three questions you would ask her? And in that section, we get a lot of questions that are about time management and how much time should I spend on marketing. In fact, I'm looking at one from Anthony P., who I'm not going to reveal a person's name, but it says, Robin, how much time do I need to dedicate to marketing to make it work? And Anthony, you and everybody else who asked this question, the first thing I want to know is, why are you asking the question? And because typically what I find is you're asking that question because you want to spend time on marketing because you know the results it's going to get you, but you want to know how much is the minimum I need to do to get results. And I'm telling you, it's the wrong way of thinking about it. Most people think about marketing in the sense of its websites, its postcards, its LinkedIn connections, its Facebook ads, its Google AdWords, and they think of the mechanics in the media that's what marketing is. But I'm here to tell you, marketing, it goes far beyond that. And if you really want to succeed in business, you got to have a much broader view of what marketing is. Because for me, marketing is everything that you're doing to grow your business forward in a profitable, sustainable way. So one of the things you got to understand is marketing is not a department. Marketing is everything that prospect or that customer experiences with you. So that's everything for how you answer the phone when a prospect calls in. Are they getting voicemail? Are they getting a voice prompt? And then getting to somebody's voicemail and then having to wait for someone to call them back, which I think is a horrible experience because, as you guys know, if you're selling IT services, you know the number one complaint people have about their IT provider is, I can't get a hold of them. So now they're looking for a new one. They're calling around and they're getting your voicemail. It's terrible. So marketing is about how you answer the phone. It's when you show up for that meeting. Do you show up on time? Do you show up dressed properly? Do you show up prepared? What materials do you have for that person? How do you conduct yourself at that meeting? Marketing is when a tech answers the phone and is resolving a problem for a client. How are you handling that? What do people see about you online? Your service. So marketing is not a department, folks. Marketing it permeates everything that you're doing. So when somebody asks me, how much time do I need to spend on marketing? And they're asking me, I can't even answer that question because as far as I'm concerned, 100% of my time is on marketing. Now, if we get really down to the brass tactics here, I would say probably about 20% of my time is spent on operational, mechanical things that really don't have anything to do with marketing, like doing payroll or filling in, checking tax forms or any number of things I still have not been able to delegate or completely let go. Even though I have people helping me, of course, I'm not doing all the payroll. I still got to check payroll. I still got to, look at the books. I still got to sign paperwork. But 80-90% of my time is being spent on driving the company forward profitably, sustainably, and looking at everything that we can do to increase sales, deliver a better experience for our customers so they repeat buy, they refer more often. And that's everything from hiring people, because who you hire is going to be a big part of the experience your customers have, managing them, even writing their scorecard. What are they supposed to do? Every employee in my organization has a scorecard, so they know exactly what their goals are, what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it. That's all marketing to me, because again, as soon as we get a customer, marketing doesn't stop the minute they sign up. Marketing begins in many ways. Product development, product selection, it's all marketing. What are people asking for? What do they need? I was just delivering a rapid implementation workshop. We had a big discussion about how to discover what your clients need. I think surveys are great, but really you want to know your customers so well that you know what they need before they even ask you for it. Because if you're like me, I ask my customers all the time, what do you want? What do you need? And a lot of times they don't even know. So I know more what they're going to need next as they go through their journey of marketing, even more so than they do. And I'm creating products and services to help fulfill those needs. And really, when you get down to it and you ask yourself, well, how much time are you going to spend on marketing? Again, it's a mindset. And usually the people who ask me those kind of questions are more operations focused or technical focused, because they're kind of dividing up in their head. Holy shoot, I still got to do all this technical work and I got to do all my operations. Where am I going to fit this marketing in? And in order to grow your business, you are going to have to let go of certain things so that you can take on more responsibilities. Because right now, here's a question I'd ask you. Who is head of sales in your organization? Who is number one, their responsibility when they wake up in the morning, they're thinking of it first thing, and when they go to bed at night, it's the last thing they think about before they go to bed. How do we generate more revenue, more clients, more profits in this business strategically, not just get more customers to get more customers, of course, the right fit ones and get them profitably, but whose job is that? Who is head of sales? Who is head of marketing and sales? And for most of my clients who are small business owners, it's the owner. And what's tragic about that is, number one, they're doing it part-time, if at all, because they're really not doing any sales and marketing. So really nobody's in charge of sales and marketing. So even if they're doing it part-time, and they're shitty at it. Excuse the language, but they are. They don't know how to do marketing. They don't know how to sell. So you got somebody in charge of sales and marketing driving the company forward who's doing it part-time and who's not good at it. So how do you fix that? Well, you fix it by getting smarter about sales and marketing and learning that stepping into the role of head of sales and stepping into the role of being the chief marketing officer, the chief revenue officer, which is where you should be, not doing the technical work. And for a lot of people, they can't make that transition. They can't let go of the tech work. They're just unwilling to let go of the tech work. They don't like sales and marketing. They don't feel comfortable doing it. And that's why they can't get to $1 million, or they maybe get to $1 million, and then they stall out. They can't get to 5 million. They're just kind of stuck where they are, because in order to drive your company from $1 million to 5 million, or 5 million to 10 million, you're going to need a sales and marketing engine driving that. Now, it's not just marketing, obviously, hiring people and having a good culture and customer service. Yes, all of that is important. And that's where you have to step up to be the engineer of that, not just the tech doing all the work. And that's, again, a really hard transition for most people. So it really is about how you think about things, about what you wake up every day, what you decide to do, what you decide not to do, about making those choices. It's really a simple concept to understand, but I think most people find a really hard time implementing it. So when you get to that point, you won't be asking yourself, how much time should I spend on marketing? Like it's something you got to allocate time to. It's something that you wake up every day thinking about. How do we grow this company strategically forward to whatever that is, whether it's a $500 million a year company, or it's how do we get to 3 million? Regardless, you're still going to have to be the true head of sales and marketing, because you're the owner, you're the leader, and it's going to fall on you until you can start building a team underneath of you. And you can't build a productive sales and marketing team if you don't even do any sales and marketing. So hopefully I answered that question. Now, another thing I'll say to you is, if you haven't signed up for our big annual event, robinsbigseminar.com, which is our big international conference where all of our best and brightest clients come together and talk about marketing and sales and business strategy and growth and new opportunities, you really need to be there, because it's not just learning and hearing me talk about sales and marketing, because I'm going to beat it to death. You're probably sick and tired of hearing me talk about it. What really makes the difference is getting around your peers who are implementing marketing, who are growing their business, who have overcome being the only tech in their company to actually running the company where they're not even doing any technical work at all. And that's a big mindset shift for a lot of people. And what really helps is if you can be around your peers who were where you were or where you are right now and have made that transition. Because hearing it from me is one thing, but being in an environment where you're surrounded by literally hundreds of people who have either made that shift or are in the process of making that shift, it really does inspire you. It helps give you confidence. It gives you strategies. It gives you direction. And that's a big part of our big annual event, is figuring out, how do I make this transition from being the solo entrepreneur, the only tech, basically having a job, to where I'm really truly the CEO of my company and taking it to the next level and winning and being excited about your business again, not being bored and stressed out and anxious and fed up and sick and tired of doing the same thing year after year after year and not making any progress. So hopefully this little video gave you an answer to a question I get a lot, which is, how much time do I spend on marketing? But maybe I gave you a bigger way of looking at this, of how you really ought to be looking at marketing and sales, not as a department or something you spend X amount of hours on to get success, but really a role that you step into and really own and embrace and change your life, change your business. So again, hope you're joining us at robinsbigseminar.com. I'll make sure I put the URL somewhere on this video, somewhere, or in the comments below. I don't know where you're watching this, on YouTube or on our video blog. But please, if you're an IT service provider, if you're the CEO, managed service provider, VAR, MSSP, or any combination of SaaS provider, whatever acronym you like to use to describe yourself, come and join us. It's one of the best events in the industry, specifically for marketing, selling, business development for IT services companies. So please go ahead and register, and I hope to see you there.